couple of different
I think the
opinions.
official release date here is May 2nd, though, for what happened now. All the retail people are laid off with this COVID thing. Everything's online right now.
Hold on. Somebody, yo, mute your phone. Mute your phone. Somebody's speaking.
Crazy.
I got him. You got it?
Yep.
So, like, we wanted to get on like gentlemen and talk because, we're in the mix of right now doing the Capone Noreaga documentary, you know what I'm saying, the war report stories. And a lot of the times that, things that, of rumors that were speculating that, basically popped up. Like the other day when me and Pone was about to go on live, a person actually asked me if Traj had wrote the war report. And that's been a rumor that's been going around since 1999. And it's feel like a rumor that has never been, you know what I mean, it has never been crushed, put out the way. So we wanted to, y'all can hear me?
Yep.
You can hear me, Kill Shampoo?
Yep.
Yeah, so we wanted to get that rumor out the way. We wanted to get the publishing rumor out the way. All of these discrepancy things out the way. And I didn't think it was fair where it just be me and Capone or just, Capone and me talking about it. We wanted to involve Traj and have a healthy conversation with everybody in there. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of rumors. And, if anybody got any, rumors or anything about the war report now, now is the time to ask us. That's the beginning of our career. That's the biggest, it's one of the first things that I've ever been involved with. So I would like to ask any questions for anybody. I would like it to be Capone and Traj, but being that we can't find Traj, I hit him again. Anybody that got any rumors or anything that you want to ask about the war report, I guess now's the time so we can find Traj.
And look, let's do it one at a time. If you hear somebody talk, please hold your questions until that person finishes. All right.
All right.
Jumping on. They still jumping on.
I got a question.
I'm gonna send you Shampoo number. Maybe he can help because Shoe Vega's on here, so everyone is on here. So yeah.
Yep. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. I wanted to ask Nori, like.
Hold on. Say your name and where you from.
My name is G Soprano.
I'm from upstate New York.
One second, people need to mute their phones.
Everybody got to mute their phone. If you're not talking, please mute your phone. I don't want to mute everybody, you know what I mean? And do it like you're not adults, so please just mute your phone, please.
And as people sign in, you have to just keep reminding them.
Yep, thank you.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, my rap name is G Soprano. I come from Massachusetts, and I wanted to ask a question about, like the style like y'all came out with at the time with the army fatigues and the jewelry and everything. Like what type of jewelry like influenced y'all to make to make y'all wear the type of jewelry that y'all wear? Like the like as far as like the chains and stuff.
So the question is, what inspired y'all to wear your jewelry and your army gear?
Well, we were broke. We were broke. So our army suit, if you're from New York City, especially Queens at that time, you go with an army suit or you go with a Carhartt suit. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty much the same price value, Carhartt and army suit. I think you're getting times confused because the jewelry came on a little bit later. You know, in the beginning, it was just Carhartt and army suits. You know what I'm saying? And then the jewelry came on after like we had a little bit of jewelry. We had I think a CNN chain or maybe like a Jesus chain, but we didn't really have a lot of jewelry in the beginning. Jewelry didn't really start coming into place until like the Reunion album or maybe like the NRE Melvin Flint era. You know what I'm saying? When Capone started to get locked up. Because you got to remember, we didn't make a lot of money. In fact, we didn't make a lot of money at all in the war at all. So but I understand what you're saying. The jewelry, like the grenade chains and things like that. but I think you sometimes mixed up because the camouflage.
Our caregivers offer compassionate, specialized dementia. With over 20 years experience, visiting ages obvious shifts.
Where's Brad at, man?
Oh no, man. I hear TV.
Somebody got
I hear freaking radio.
Someone finds love on eHarmony. Now with more.
Somebody got
Ron Reagan playing in the background.
Somebody got TV in the background. Like what the fuck?
Somebody watching the stories or something, man.
Listen to everybody. Yo, and it's 420. Y'all better put a little bit more weight on the blood.
Hey, Paul, you might as well just everybody, man.
Yo, I got Trash on the phone. He's trying to get in.
All right.
I'll send it to you again because you probably got to sign in.
I got one more.
Instead of just
In this world where people are staying at home, many of life's moments are being put on hold. We understand that for some, getting a car just can't wait. To help,
Trash is trying to get on.
Mute your phones. Mute your.
shop online, comfort of your couch.
They got the novellas playing right now. They're not trying to mute their shit.
Sorry, guys. I had to mute everybody. Had to mute everybody, y'all. Sorry about that.
Me.
So now if you have a question, please unmute yourself and talk. When it get too crazy, I'm gonna unmute everybody, all right? So this way we can all be on the same page and we're not all talking over each other. All right?
Yo, Nori.
Yep, we hear you, brother.
Oh, y'all can hear me?
Yep.
Yo, fucking, what's Gucci? Fucking, this little black from the Rock.
He said it's Little Black from the Rock.
Okay.
Yo, what's up? Yo, with some.
I don't see him.
Nah, I got the screen off. You heard?
You got the
Come
screen off. He got the
Oh,
screen
you
off.
on the run or something?
Shit, I'm in the hallway rolling up.
You on the run?
I'm
in the
hallway rolling up.
Oh, okay.
Facts. Yo, this any unreleased music with CNN and Mobb Deep? I'm trying to bump that shit. I ain't going to hold you.
Prodigy has passed away. I don't know if you know that.
But unreleased, you
But
heard?
Man, they would have been released already, brother. Word.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So,
good looks, though.
but
Good looks.
rest in peace to him. Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace to Prodigy though, and big up to him.
And another question: you came out like late '90s type shit, like 2000s. The vibe changed. You got any like unreleased '90s shit?
Yes, it's on the YouTube.
I bet. Good looks.
It's up there,
fuck
Papito.
outta here.
You just got to do
Nigga
some
being
work,
smart.
huh? It's up there.
All right, bro.
Google a little bit. Use your Googles.
Nigga,
Put a
I'm talking to
little
you
work,
right now,
man.
nigga.
Put a little
Fuck
work in,
outta
baby. You good?
I got a
All
question.
right,
I got a
peace,
question.
peace.
All right, yo, Trano, mute your phone, please. Go ahead, brother. The floor's on you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, you good.
Cool. I got a question. I've been a CNN fan forever. I'm an old
What's
head.
your name and where you from, brother?
My name's Adam. I'm from Toronto.
Hey.
So my question
Toronto,
is,
the T.
yeah, Toronto. Yeah.
I got the. I call it. So what do you call it? The T dot or the 6?
No, I don't call it the 6. I'm 40. I don't call it the 6.
You T dot.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said I'm 40.
T dot. You the T dot. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm a T dot guy. Yeah, I'm a T dot guy myself.
My question is for you, actually. Pleasure to speak to you. Were you scared in any way from putting out LA? That's my first question. And number 2, were there any other producers on the War Report that you almost had on the album? And that's all I got.
Thank you, my brother.
I didn't hear the second part. The second part you said was any more producers.
Sure.
What?
Yeah. Were there any other producers that you wanted to get on the War Report, you know, other than, let's say, Lord Finesse, Marley Marl, etc., Buck Wild? Was there anyone that you kind of tried to get? It just kind of fell through?
Damn, that's a good question. I don't remember. I'll pass that to Capone. Is there any producer that we tried to get on the War Report that you remember, Capone?
That we tried to get.
And then we couldn't get?
Not that I know of on the war report. I think everybody that that's actually made the war report, we wanted for the war report.
Cool.
I
Okay,
don't
man.
think it was nobody we couldn't get.
Right. Cool. But I can answer the first part of the question. The first part of the question was, were we scared when we made LALA? I can't speak for Capone. I can't speak for Traj. I can't speak for Havoc. I can't speak for Prodigy. But I was scared to death. I was like, fuck that. Like, I never been to LA. I never been to LA, so I was making a record about people I never met and about a town that I never went to. So I ain't gonna lie, I thought Suge Knight was gonna kill me. So that's how I thought back then. Cool, and I had no money. I had no money. I couldn't fight the war. So
appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah. All love you. Shampoo, he ain't calling in, Shampoo?
Yeah, he should be in. He should be in already.
Yeah.
There's so many people jumping on. I'm just clicking them. A lot of them say iPhone. So I don't know.
Yo. You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Pimp.
You can't see me?
I don't see you.
We see a bunch of garbage on the floor.
Yeah, you almost did. Hold on.
Hold on.
We see a bunch of that Patron bottle on the floor.
Woo! Let's get started early, baby.
Shit. I ain't beat you from yesterday, though.
I see Mati. Yeah.
Hold on. Oh, all right. Hold on. I got it. 1 second.
Yo, that's how you know niggas is old. Niggas still don't know how to fuck with the phone. Come on, Traj.
Are you guys still taking questions right now, or are we waiting?
Yeah. Talk.
Come on with it.
I got a question here.
Come on with it. Say your name. Say your name. Where you from?
My name is Phil. I'm from Toronto as well. I got my war report right here. See that?
The T dot.
Original record here. So maybe it's good for everyone to know. The artwork for this record. What inspired you guys to do it this way?
I mean, like, we basically was two dudes from the hood and wanted to rep our hood. That was it. We didn't want nothing else. We didn't want to be known around the world. No, we just want to rep our hood. So that was us repping our hood. That's from Capone.
Because there's no doubt about it. You guys came up with original artwork. Look at this. Coronavirus times already. Predicted.
Yeah, we was ahead of the time.
That was ahead of the game.
Oh, how do you know? That's hard. That's hard.
We was ahead of the game then.
Good looking out, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Toronto. Thank you.
All right, so we got Traj. I see Traj finally.
Let me know why I can
Listen, everybody mute their phone.
Hold on, yo. I'm gonna mute everybody. I'm gonna mute everybody's phone right now.
Gotta go back to Monty.
I'm muting everybody's phone, and then I'm gonna unmute. All right, cool. We good?
You want me to take over?
Yep. Go ahead. Do your numbers.
All right. So listen, everybody. As you know, you can hear us. You can hear us, Traj?
Yep.
Everybody hear us? All right. Boom. So like you said, like me and Pone the other day, we went live. We was talking about a couple of things, and we wanted to, share our thoughts with Traj while Traj is on here. You know what I'm saying? And share a couple of stories with y'all about the war report. Share even our disagreements and the things that we do agree with. We're working on a documentary right now. I'm not sure what we're gonna call it, but I want to have Traj's perspective. I want to have Capone's perspective. I want to have my perspective. I want to have Buck Wild, because everyone took a piece of the war report. The war report was me and Capone's baby. It's everyone who took a piece in it, and I want everyone's opinion, from Easy LP to everyone who had a place in that. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start with Traj. Traj, welcome to the joint. Can we hear him?
Traj.
You got him muted?
No.
Okay.
I am mute his.
His shit looks like it's muted.
It looks like it's muted?
Oh, he muted.
He probably muted.
You gotta unmute it.
All right,
so you gotta unmute his joint.
Look, I don't know which one is his, because it's just this iPhone, and there's a lot of them. I'm gonna unmute everybody right now real quick. And then everybody else, just as soon as I unmute y'all, just please, just mute yourself again, please. All right, I'm gonna unmute everybody just so we can hear Traj, because I'm not sure which one is Traj.
I see Trash right here. He say Mahdi. It says Mahdi on his. Mahdi, yeah. Madhi. I just saw him. Yeah. All right, no.
Sunny D BT. Hold on, you gotta unmute it.
Okay, I see Trash now.
I'm just unmuting everybody. Everybody should be unmuted right now. Everybody's unmuted. I'm just
that phone talk to let Trash talk.
Like almost a first.
Yo, Trash.
Yeah.
You there?
Yo, you know what? Remember the Westgate? You can keep it at the bottom of the damn. Yo, there used to be a bar. There used to be a bar right down the street from my house. And
hey, yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Heineken's was so cold. Yo, the tip when you used to open it, like the tip
mute your phone, Pop.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'll find him.
Like super frosty with the ice.
I'll find him.
Oh yeah. Like on top of it, it just doesn't sit there. Yo, and what's crazy about that spot too is that the shots of Henny were like $3. Yes, it was.
Sunny D BT. My nigga.
You were like $3.50 or some shit.
Yo, Bodega, mute your phone. Bodega, mute your phone, Bodega.
It was like 4 shots. It was something stupid.
Yo,
It was like $7 for 2 shots for like 4.
You might have muted you.
Yo, mute your phone. Mute your phone.
Mute.
Yeah, but you got an echo. You got a bad echo. You may have 2.
Oh, you want to say something to let Trash talk?
Yo, Trash, you may have 2 phones on, Trash, because I hear the echo.
I only got 1 phone on, baby.
You got a little echo, though.
I don't know.
What up, man?
All right, though, but you got the
What's up, family?
That sound better?
What's going on, y'all?
That sound better?
We're going inside.
Yes, sir.
Y'all can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I want to say this. One, this shit is beyond music, right? But respectfully, a classic was made. You know what I mean? And everybody played an integral part in it. And for me, I'm just speaking for me, for my team. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely grateful to be a part of it. It's not easy to make a classic, right? It's not easy to make a classic. Before I get into my whole perspective on it, I want everybody to pick up my new book about to drop next month. It's called The War Report, My Perspective. And I hope everybody really gets into the book and understand where I'm coming from. Know what I mean? Hello?
Yep. Now we listening.
Yeah, so, I want to get a copy of the copy of the phone. You know what I'm saying?
You named your book The War Report.
Yeah. My perspective. Look, the title is not just The War Report. It's The War Report, My Perspective.
Yo, I knew no one was gonna say.
Still foul.
I'm fucking with you, nigga.
I can't let that go.
Yo, son.
Yo, these niggas is wild, bro.
Yo, son. Yo, if you could have show your face just now when I said
why you not showing your face though? Show me your face. I want to see your face. I didn't like that.
I laughed at that shit.
He gave you a sneak attack.
I said, yo.
Nah.
Slob, I'm not falling for this. I'm not falling for that.
We ain't doing that. Listen, we ain't doing that. What's good, man?
Monty, where you at, man?
Hey, yo,
chicken wings in the plate.
Huh?
Where you at?
I'm in the stool right now.
Where your face at?
You can't see me, nigga.
Nah.
No,
Now we can see you.
Can you see me?
I was looking at chicken wings and fried rice for like 20 minutes now.
Well, guess what, my nigga? Listen, I'm a hood, nigga. You know that.
What's
but
up,
yo,
man?
nah, I was joking. I'm not coming with no book for the world, boy. I was joking, man.
All right, my bad.
That shit had everybody looking like, what?
That nigga was ready to go. Listen, man. First of all, Paul, respectfully, man, I feel like you took some shots yesterday, bro.
I took shots?
Hold on. Right? You know why? And we spoke about this. Let's be clear to everybody, right? We don't do this for TV. We spoke at our own discussion anyway before all this. But at the same time, we agreed, to share it with y'all. And from each other's perspective. Now, you already heard Capone Noreaga's perspective on it, right? And prior to this, we all had a conversation. Paul made an interesting point. I ain't gonna lie, he made an interesting point, right? And the point you made, as far as Ghost being on, a majority of the songs, or more than half of the songs, but still he didn't come out with a Cuban Links too. That was a good point. Mm-hmm. But my thing was, right?
Yeah.
Just to seeing it how I see it or saw it. My thing was this, right? Phone. When you got taken out of the equation, not by your choice, you got taken out of the equation, I had to fill a void. And if you look at the Worldport in its entire body, the Worldport track listing wise is about 20 tracks. About 3 of them 20 tracks is interludes. So technically it's really like 17 songs. I might be off 1 or 2. It's been a long time, right? So technically it's somewhere at the point of 17 songs. Now out of them 17 songs, I'm more like 8 of the songs, right? Yo.
Yeah, I'm
listening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
y'all niggas listen. Y'all ain't never listened like this before.
Of course, it's important.
Nah, it's interesting. I want to hear it. Come on, I want to hear the guy say.
It's important. Speak on.
Yeah, but look, I'm on like 8 of them songs, right? So that wasn't necessarily what we set out to do.
Yep.
Clearly, that wasn't what we set out to do.
Yep.
But shit, life happens. I wasn't gonna just drop the ball on that end, right? But just to be clear, I didn't write none of your rhymes. I didn't write none of those rhymes. Y'all ain't write none of my rhymes.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I never say.
I just want to cut you off right there. And I never said that you claimed it. But the thing is, you never
wait. Hold on, wait. I'm not cutting you off. I'm going to add on. Look, right? I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying that to the world.
Right.
It's the world. We all 3 of us know what it is.
Right. Yep.
All 3 of us know what it is.
Yep. I agree.
Regardless of whom or what. I'm saying that to the world to end the misconception of that.
I respect.
You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to take credit for another man's work. First of all, I feel I'm too ill to even take credit for another man's work. And you didn't, it wasn't needed. But what was needed?
Right. Okay.
Somebody got their joint on.
Yo, mute your phone, please. Hold on, I'll find him.
Nah,
I can't see everybody.
You gotta mute your phone, y'all.
I only see you, y'all. I don't see Pone and Trash.
Nah, you
got the iPhone 1.
You gotta swipe to the right. Gotta swipe.
Yo, you see me?
You got the iPhone
I
1.
see you, Trash.
Yo, so go
Yeah.
ahead, Trash. Keep going.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, look, life happens, bro. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And look, my nigga, look, Grasshopper, I love you. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
you got
without a
taken out of
question.
you got taken out of the equation, and the shit had to move on.
Of course.
It wasn't. My intentions was never to. I wasn't trying to even feel that boy. Really, let's be real. Nori, you know that.
Right. I'm listening.
Know what I mean? I wasn't trying to feel that boy, but it had to be done so she could get completed, right? Now,
Talking about the war report. Talking about the war report. Filling the war report void. Like when he went. Yeah. Okay, I agree with that. Go ahead, continue.
Of course, yeah. So now, right now, we go through what we go through, and I come out with my solo shit, my project, right?
Who you talking about? You talking about you and NO?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's let the people know that. So we can make sure,
right,
you was talking about me, was filling the void, but then you went to NO, so let's make sure, you know what I mean?
Factual. So me and NO go through what we go through, you know what I'm saying? I do my solo project. I title it Still Important. Now, I didn't have no gripe about anything that was said, but I did take offense to the fact that you even feel like I'm always snatching your wave.
Who you talking
to
me now?
That was never the case.
You talking to me now?
Yeah.
All right, now check it, right?
Bro.
Check it, right? When I say, first of all, like I said from jump, right? The war report was Capone Noreaga's, right? As your own franchise of music, right? You could have easily said, listen, I'm gonna do a Black and I'm Proud too, or whatever it was that comes from your personal body of work. You could have did that and said, fuck them niggas, like let them niggas do their shit. I helped build that shit. I love it. Let me move on.
Like, pardon me for cutting you off. Like, I did NRE. I didn't do Still Reporting. I didn't do War Report 2. I did NRE. I built on my own shit. But go ahead, continue, Pone. I don't want to.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, out of everything, it's like we didn't even, our chance to build a brand legacy like EPMD, back in business, still in business, strictly business. We could have ran with the whole situation of the war report, still reporting again, whatever. But you took that from us, dropping still reporting. Like, there's no way that, like you said, Ghost could have came out with only Cuban Links 2, just because he may have had to fill a void. The studio time might have got to get used. Ray wasn't there. You never know. But at the end of the day, he ain't never dropped Cuban Links 2. He ain't never touched that brand. I understand you help make a brand, but the brand is not yours. To like the brand, the album credits on top says Capone Noreaga. No matter what, that's like trying to take one of our names from us. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're basically trying to say you can, like, our brand ain't our brand without you. Like I can do whatever I want. There's no producer or no executive producer can go and drop a sequel to an album that they produced, because they produced 8 tracks on the album. That's my whole thing. I ain't trying to say you swagger jack nothing. That's the only thing I talked about. Like that per se, that was supposed to be left alone. As a man who say, I helped build the company.
I'm hearing you out.
I helped build Macy's. I'm not gonna go drop Macy's Jr. because I helped build Macy's, because I put bricks on, I built the bricks around the bitch. I'm not gonna go make a little Macy's. I'm gonna go build another store. Just like the one I built, like the one I helped build. I felt that would have made everything last a little longer. It would have made a lot of unnecessary situations unnecessary. Because at the end of the day, you'd have been on your own journey, we'd have been on our own journey. A lot of shit we wouldn't even have to talk about. Word. This shit would be non-void. You know what I mean? I love what you help us do. As far as me from the mud, shit, nigga, I praise you. My mama praise you. But at the end of the day, it's not like we didn't have nothing brought to the table. That's our baby. You helped birth it. You was the godmother of our baby. You was the godfather. But at the end of the day, when that baby grows, you gotta let it go off on its own.
It's similar to like what you're going through with Master P. Okay.
All right, you finished?
No, I want to say something real quick and then I'll pass it to you. It's similar to like how you going through with Master P and Ice Cube. Like you didn't want them touching your title. You know what I'm saying? They didn't deserve to just touch your title. You actually have a lawsuit for them, and that's what if that's what you're going through. But at the end of the day, that's exactly how we feel. Like when the war report needed a blood transfusion. Hold on. The war report needed a blood transfusion.
You taking a significant part out of the equation, right?
Okay.
With Master P, it's a total different scenario. Why? Master P never had no involvement in anything I did.
Right, but the thing about it,
I didn't even know that nigga when I was doing it. Right?
Yeah.
There's a major difference as opposed to Master P being involved with it in a major way, being involved with it in a major way, help putting it together in a major way.
But
right?
Listen, Trash. If you really didn't feel nothing about it, okay.
You looking at it. First of all, I didn't say War Report 2. I said I'm still reporting.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. That's how the fans took it. That's how the fans took it. The fans took it as if
my statement. Hold on, wait. But my statement was this, right? My statement was, I'm still reporting. With or without anyone, I'm still reporting.
As if we're not, though. As if we're not. That's how they took it. As if we're not. Everyone didn't know. Let me just tell you something. Everyone didn't know Capone was
at some point in our careers, that should have been our album title. That should have been our album title at some point in our career.
Nah,
right?
You didn't even give us that.
That was taken from
on the album.
Huh?
You was on the album.
What?
Huh?
I was in jail when the album dropped, bro. Regardless to what, right? Whether I was on the album or not.
No,
I was in jail.
I'm talking about still reporting. I'm talking about still reporting. You was on still reporting.
All right.
I sure as hell wasn't. I wasn't.
You what?
Hey, listen.
You know what? Guess what? But you know what though? You should have been on it though.
That's a good answer.
That'd have been a good. Wait, hold on. What you say?
I said good answer. Good answer. I agree with you.
Yo, stop fucking with me, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Sure. I agree. And see, it's a lot of misconceptions, man, because see, a lot of people, let me just tell you something. You can hear me? You can hear me? You can hear me, Trash? You can hear me, Paul?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You can hear me? See, that's just all I'm trying to tell you, man. It's just like Trash, like, we ain't trying to take nothing from you. We're not trying to take nothing from you. We ain't trying to say, it's just that, like, when you look at your Instagram and your only hashtag is the war report, like people, and it's not even the war report, it's the architect of the war report. Like, you don't understand, that shit brings us down because it's like, you repping it more than us sometimes.
Hell no.
I'm telling you,
look. I'm not saying, wait, hold on. I'm not saying you or him wasn't an architect as well. I'm not saying that. And nobody can say, that's not something I even got to defend. You know why? Because I know what I say. I know what I put out there. I don't never, ever take away from what your involvement is or was. I don't do that. I don't even feel comfortable doing that. I'm just saying for me, this is my way. I'm just saying for me, just as well as you, you were an architect.
Yeah. But
you was an architect.
You expecting the fans.
So was I.
You expecting the fans to know that. Hold on. The fans is not that smart. These fans ain't that smart. These fans is looking like a nigga asked me that day with Capone. That day, if someone asked me that day, yo, did Trash write the war report? And the reason why I bring up that and I stress that so much is because there wasn't a definitive time where you actually said no. This is the first time I've ever heard you on record say no. I never wrote these niggas' rhymes. I kid you not. I've never saw it. I've never saw it. Now you might know.
Wait. The same way
I've never saw it.
The same way an individual hit you and threw that at you, that's not the first time somebody probably said that. I don't believe I don't believe that's the first time somebody said that.
No, it's not. But
just ask. Yo, but I'm saying, just ask. Many people have asked me that, and I always let it be known. I never wrote that man rhymes. I never wrote Paul rhymes. I never wrote no rhymes.
I never heard you say you didn't. I never heard you say you did, but I never heard. I never. Hold on, hear me out.
Did you see in the interview? Did you see in the interview where somebody asked me that, and I didn't say that? You never see it in the interview.
I saw gave the kid a piece of it.
I saw.
And a piece of what I got.
I'm listening.
I saw an interview where niggas like, yo, but did you help? And you just didn't say no. I mean, like, did you do that for them? Like, you just didn't say no. So that's the reason why. That's for me. I got thick skin.
Anytime anybody asks me, did I write anybody's rhymes that I didn't write? This supersedes you or even Paul. Anytime anybody asks me, did I write another man's lines and I didn't write it, I never said I wrote another man's lines. Because if I did,
yo, put your phone on mute. Whoever talking, put their phone on mute.
Go, baby.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
But somebody else on mute.
Hold on.
Yo, mute them niggas, Shampoo.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm trying to find them right now.
Hold on.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking for you. Go ahead.
You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Not even just via interview. Even anybody.
Hold on, Trash. Let me mute everybody. Hold on, Trash. Hold on, Trash. Hold on.
He gonna mute them sheets. So we 2 seconds.
All right, we're back. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah.
Good, Trash.
Aside from just interviews, even people on the street, fans, whatever, would ask me, "Yo, did you write?"
All right, but Trash,
write your rhymes, like Capone. I never, ever
just telling you,
would say
you didn't do a good.
or leave it open for interpretation as if I even did. I never did that.
That's well. Just tell me. Just let me just hear me out. I listen to you talk. That's what I feel. I feel like you left that rock unturned. I feel like you never was definitive in your answer. Now, don't get me wrong. You might, like you said, you might have been telling niggas that. I just ain't see it. Just because you know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean it didn't happen, but I'm just telling you, I haven't seen it. And that's the reason why I wanted to address it, because that's been a rumor for me for 20 years. For 20 years, people have been like, yo.
And look, you know what? Wait.
Hold on, let me finish. And the thing about it, let me finish. And the thing about it is, it was just like how you said. It was just, I felt like War Report or the War Reporting was me and Pone shit. I felt like that. So the reason why I changed my style and the reason why I didn't keep the reporting or anything going is because I wanted to build something different. So that's the reason why I didn't change that style. Then when you did still report,
as you should,
and you kept going like that, that's why the fans start thinking that. They're like, oh, okay, Trash is rhyming like how he rhymed on the War Report, and he isn't.
Yo, look. When you did something different, it was way before I even fucking wrote a song that's still reported. You did something different with NORE. You went in your own direction. So therefore, you couldn't have went in that direction because you felt I took a part of that wave.
No, I didn't say that.
Came out way before.
No, I didn't say that.
You kind of just said that.
No, I'm saying, listen, I'm saying when you kept that style going and I changed up my style, that's what made the rumors, that's what made these rumors go. Because you kept rhyming like how we rhymed on the War Report when I felt like that was me and Pone's shit. I felt like it was me and Pone's type of material to just keep it that way. To just keep it, and that's the reason why I did NRE. And I didn't really go into the Iraq Kuwait thing. I didn't really go into the Muslim thing no more. I just kind of created my own type of wave, and you kept that going. That's what Pone said earlier. That's the reason why people look at it. They're like, look, Travis is he's still reporting, and he's still.
Wait.
Hold on.
Let
me finish.
After the war, what records did I drop after the War Report in between you dropping NRE? I didn't drop no records. How could I keep up? How could you? I didn't drop no records in between that.
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
Wait, after War Report, huh?
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
What I'm saying is this: you said after the War Report, I kept rhyming like that.
Still reporting.
Right?
You dropped still reporting, did you? Can you make sure?
But still reporting. I did.
1999
came out.
1999
came out after NOR. What? Still reporting?
1999. 1999.
Now, still reporting came out 2000.
99, 2000. After NRE. I'm saying the same thing. Yeah, after NRE. Yes. Hold on.
After NRE. Wait. So this so I'm clear. I'm a little slow. So
came out 2001 or 2002.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
What happened?
No, go ahead.
Who's that?
No. It's my private life, nigga. Relax.
I'm totally relaxed. I'm totally relaxed.
Yo, who is this guy who took over the screen? Who is this guy?
Yo,
Ray. Or is this my screen?
I don't even know what happened here. That's my nigga Ray.
Stop, man.
That's Ray. That's Ray. Yo, he an OG A&R for Rockefeller up in the back of the days.
My bad.
Ray, relax, Ray. I like that though. You gotta show me how to do that.
It talks so we can go to each other. That's gang stuff.
That's my nigga Ray. That's my guy.
Look. Right?
Yeah.
War Report, NORE came out way before.
98. And that's the point we're trying to make. Like when I thought, this is what I thought, right? Because I couldn't speak to Pone all the time. Pone was in jail. We all know that, right? We all know Pone was in jail, right? So I couldn't speak to Pone all the time. That's the reason why I made him the executive producer was because I couldn't get to him. I couldn't get to him to say, yo, you want me to keep this wave going, this Capone Noreaga wave going, keep this War Report, keep this Still Report, and keep this wave going. I couldn't speak to Capone. So the safest thing for me to do was to do my own thing and not to take the wave. When Capone is saying to you today.
Look, I don't even doubt that, but you know what? Also, too, I feel like you saw you could tap into a different lane as well. And it wasn't just you saying, yo, I'm not gonna run with this because Pone ain't here. You saw a lane you could tap into, which was more of a commercial lane, which worked out for you. It worked out great for you.
Yeah.
But honestly, for me, just, you know, I'm a slow nigga, but at the same time, I ain't that slow. I can't really. Nah, just a little bit. It's all right, though. Just a little bit. I can't really see you saying, yo, I'm going to go this way because Pone ain't here and it's not War Report and it's my solo thing for the sake of Pone not being there.
I had no other choice.
Which was intelligent. I feel you got with producers who gave you a better quality of production, who opened the lane up for you in the market commercially more, so you could be more. How can I say? You can have more of an impact as a solo artist with more commercial singles, and you went in that lane because you saw the opportunity more so than you seeing, yo, Pone's not here. I don't want to run with this without Pone. Because even if that was the case,
know what? Yeah.
Even if that was the case, you made him an executive producer, so you wasn't running without him.
Crazy.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I wanted to do.
You understand where I'm coming
from? Huh?
Does that? I'm saying, does that make sense though?
What that I went with the other style because Capone wasn't here. I went with my own shit because Capone wasn't here. I said that. Yeah.
You went with the other style because it was the better opportunity. You already matched.
I can't say that. The thing about it was this. You're right, but you're not right. This is the reason why you're not right. Because I was discovering who I wasn't like I had the map planned out. I didn't have it planned out. I was discovering who I was. I didn't meet Pharrell to the very last beat on the album. I was still working with Buck Wild. I was still working with Easy LP. They on there. They on there. I was still working with SPK. I was still working with, and it wasn't to the end. So you know what I mean? Like, but I definitely my thing was not.
I can't argue with you on that. I can't debate with you on that.
Yeah.
I don't doubt that, and I can't debate with you on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yep. Loud and clear.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, listen. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I can't really even debate with you on that, and I don't doubt that. What I'm saying is, initially you said, right? You said after the war.
I didn't feel comfortable. Like, listen, if I to tell you the truth, and I'm not, I would not feel comfortable naming NORE album, Still Reporting album, not knowing that I was speaking to Pone. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't speak to Pone like that on a regular. We couldn't communicate. It was a lot of things.
You know what? Look, and that's honorable, right?
Thank you.
That's honorable. But for me now, once we go through our situation, Babin?
No, just said bless you. He sneezed. Go ahead.
Yeah. Once we went through our situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's like, all right, I contributed to the body of that project, not just a song here, a song there, not just 3 songs, not just 4 songs, not just 5 songs.
But you think you would have been on more than 3 songs if Capone was home? If Capone was home the whole time, you think we would have had you on all them songs? You don't think that we could have held the album down, Trash? Come on, keep being honest. You don't think we could have?
Wait, hold on. See, yo, you know what though? No, see what you're doing right there? What you're doing is you're assuming that I thought that. If I felt that way, I wouldn't have been so adamant about the project altogether. That wasn't the point. Of course, both of y'all could hold down what y'all needed to hold down. That wasn't the point. The point was he wasn't able to hold it down because he wasn't there. He wasn't there. True. That's not the point of me, yo, I thought you couldn't hold it down. That was never the case.
Nah, but I just feel
I felt like you couldn't hold it down. If I felt, hold on, wait. Even, look, if he didn't get bagged, right? If he didn't get bagged at that time, regardless of whether y'all wanted me on 2 or 3 songs, I didn't want to be on that many songs. That wasn't my goal. That wasn't my intention at all. And if I felt like it couldn't be held down by both of y'all equally, if both of y'all was on y'all focus, right? I wouldn't have pushed it so hard in other ways. Aside from just recording the songs that I did record. I wouldn't have pushed it so hard in other ways.
Mm-hmm.
I pushed it in other ways. Like I went to radio. I felt like this wasn't behind the project. They wasn't pushing it the way they should, so I went to radio. Because I believed in the project in its entirety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we know that. We respect you for that. We know that. We respect you for that. Our only problem, you claimed it more than we claimed it.
Hell no. If I want
look at your Instagram.
Look, at the end of the day,
look at your Instagram.
Y'all
only hashtag is the war report. I don't see intelligent hoodlum hashtag. I don't see arrested president hashtag. I just see the war report, architect of the war report. It's a little weird. If I'm a youngster,
see.
If I'm a youngster,
you know what?
If I'm a youngster, hold on.
All right, you know what though? Am I saying you were not an architect on the war report? Am I saying Poe's not an architect on the war report?
That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like.
Nah.
I'm telling you.
It can't seem like that. I'm doing, I'm stating my fucking contribution. I'm not saying Poe.
But it's not your album. It's not your album. It's not your album. When you say you're the architect of somebody else's album, it makes us look like we ain't had nothing to do with it.
Hold on, wait. Hell no. I never said it's my album.
You said you're the architect.
I was
the architect. Nah, I can't say you was the architect. I can't say that, bro. I can't, man. I can't. I can say you was the A&R. I can say you did a whole bunch of shit, but architect, that's to say that we was not. That's to say we had nothing to do with it. I just can't. I can't go for that. Like I just.
Listen,
that's what it's saying, my dude.
Hold on, wait. That's not saying y'all had nothing to do with it. I didn't help you with song structure.
Let me just tell you something. Let me ask you a question. On your Instagram,
hold on.
On your Instagram, does it say the architect of the war? Listen. Hold on, Ray. Listen to it. Listen. Hold on. Yeah, I already admitted that. But listen to your Instagram. It says the architect of the war. Wait, let me finish. The architect of the war report. It does not say the architect of the war report with Capone Noreaga. Now, if it would have said the architect of the war report with Capone Noreaga, I got no problem with that. But you just the architect of the war report. That's not fair. That's not fair to me or Pone. And that's real talk. That's what you suing Ice Cube for. That's what you suing Ice Cube for. That's what you suing Master P for. That's the same exact thing. There's no difference.
Wait a minute. Hold on. In all fairness, Ice Cube ain't never had nothing to do with me.
I get it, but if he still took your title, that's your title. You didn't make up the war report. Me and Pone made up the war report.
Wait. Listen, Ice Cube had nothing to do with any contribution on any song I ever did, on any album I ever did.
Well, he took your title name, right?
He took the title. Wait, hold on. You can't.
That's
for you to
what you're doing.
Listen, hold on, wait. I just told you, there's no comparison. If I'm more than half a contributor to the project, how am I taking the project?
What? It's never your project. It was never your project. It was not a 252. It was not a Capone Noreaga and tragedy. Like even only built for Cuban Links.
If I'm more than half of a contributor, how am I taking the project?
It even only built for Cuban Links. It said featuring Ghostface. It didn't have Ghostface there. You know what I'm saying? Like our cover is us. It's our album. It's our album, and you take it more than us. That's our only problem. And we're just trying to show to you. We're not trying to take anything away from you. We're just trying to show to you that it puts us in a position where we have to defend ourselves. We have to defend ourselves when a person says, yo, Trash says he's the architect. And when a person thinks architect, they think of drawing or they think of writing. It doesn't say the architect with Capone Noreaga. It says the architect of the war report. As if I'm stupid, which most of these fans are. Wait up, let me finish. Most of these fans are. Hold on, let me finish. I'm going to pass it. Most of these fans are stupid. They're not going to go and do no research. They're going to say, you know what? That's the godfather of Queensbridge. That's what he said. And I'm going to believe him. And that's what we've been dealing with for 20 years, brother, in case you don't know that. The minute you said you fathered the style, yeah, we admitted you taught us song structure. We're proud of that. We don't take away from that. I know how to rhyme. I always say that.
Hold on, you know why I'm a little fucked up on it? I'm a little fucked up on it because, nigga, we talk every day.
Yeah. I have not told you how. Okay.
But why are you waiting until now to say this, if that's how you felt? We talk every
I've been like this. Wait, what part? What part are you talking about?
Any of the fact that you've been going through that for 20 years.
Well, nigga, because I was a confident person and I didn't feel like explaining that no one wrote my fucking rhymes. I was confident. And I thought as an individual, listen to me right now. If a person say to me, yo, Nori, did you have sex with Rihanna? And if you have sex with Rihanna, you know what I'm going to do? The very next interview I'm going to do, I'm going to go on an interview and say, no, I didn't have sex with Rihanna. It's a beautiful rumor, but guess what? I didn't have sex with Rihanna. I would make it clear. I never seen you make it clear. And that's the only reason. That's the only reason. Like, that's all I wanted from you is to be like, no.
Look,
and you know.
Yo, I can understand that, but wait. Look. You said
that's
you
all.
Never see me make it
If you
clear.
ain't smashed Rihanna, let people know you ain't smashed Rihanna.
Did you see anybody ask me that question in the interview? Nobody never even asked me that.
I've seen Queens Flip allude to it. Allude to it, and you made a funny
ask me that. He didn't ask me, did I write your rhymes?
He alluded to it, and you made a funny. I didn't say he asked. I said alluded. He alluded. He went to it, and I felt that was the perfect moment for you to be like, yo, you know what? Let me smash this rumor. So I never seen you actually destroy the rumor. So yesterday, the other day, when me and Capone.
Wait. So you saying that, right? You seen him allude to it, and me
and I
not
felt like you could have took
it?
it out.
Look, he alluded to it, and you see me not respond to it? I didn't even respond to nothing of him saying.
That's my point.
No,
That's my point.
Right.
That's my point. I wanted you to be like, yo, listen. I wanted you to be like.
If he wanted to ask me that question, I would have answered it straight up. No, I never wrote them niggas rhymes. Fuck what this nigga alluded to.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what that nigga's alluded to.
I agree with you, but
I'm not taking credit for nothing I ain't do. Fuck what that nigga's alluded to.
Yeah. I agree with you.
That shit really probably went over my head, nigga. Fuck what he alluded to.
It didn't go over mine. It did.
Yeah, but guess what?
It didn't go over mine.
It didn't go over mine as a straightforward question and me not answering it honestly and truthfully. Fuck that.
That's all. That's all I wanted.
If that nigga asked me, did I write your shit or his shit? Nigga, I ain't write none of that shit. Right. We all collaborate together. We all collaborate together. I never ever try to take fucking claim that I wrote your shit.
And I listen, I never said that. I just never saw you definitively say no. Like, this is my first time definitively on camera, like on camera. Maybe you did it off camera.
Because you never seen the question even posed to me to defend or not defend it.
Okay.
That's why.
That's fair enough.
You never see the question was posed. The question was posed to me in the streets the same way the question was posed to you. Look, the question was posed to you, but you never see me in the interview get that question posed to me and I not answer it.
Right.
You never seen that.
Well, I'm satisfied now.
So there was nothing.
I'm satisfied.
You satisfied?
Yeah.
I'm satisfied.
Fucking yo. You a fucking asshole, man. I'm not satisfied.
Let's take a
I'm not satisfied,
drink for that.
Nigga, I speak to you every day, nigga. I'm not satisfied, man.
Nah, listen. Listen. I'm sorry. Listen, Gaddafi, you need to know. You need to know the other side of the ball. You need to know the other side of the ball. That's what we've been dealing with.
And so do you. And so do you.
That's what I am. Listen. Let me just tell you something. I put myself in your shoes all the time. This is the reason why. You know what I tell you? If I had a chance to do it over, what do I say? What do I always say to you?
You ain't never say that.
Hello? I ain't never say if I had a chance to do it all over, I wouldn't do it the same way?
Nah, you ain't say that.
Oh, man, you bullshit.
Fuck you and Capone. Hold up. You know what? I talk y'all niggas every day. Now you telling me what y'all been going through for 20 years, nigga. You ain't never seen me. You ain't never seen me in an interview. A nigga say to me, yo, did you write their rhymes? And me go, well, I ain't gonna get into that. You ain't never see me in an interview and the nigga say, oh, well.
Nah, I think you did the Foul Monty.
Did you come up with this song or that song? And I go, well, you know what? Nah, I ain't even gonna get into that. You ain't never see me do no shit like that.
Nah, but you might have did the Foul Monty smirk.
Wait, say that again?
Oh, that's what it was.
The
Monty smirk. The Monty.
You did the Foul Monty smirk. You know what I mean? That shit when you look at, like that, hey, listen, that's another war story, but when you make that smirk, I think you did that. You might have not admitted
that smirk. That smirk. Yeah.
So look. I might have did the Foul Monty smirk when what? When?
No, I'm talking about when Queens Flip, like I said, he alluded. He didn't ask it straight up. He just alluded. Like, yo, did you help them? Like, he was like, yo.
That nigga must
have. What up, man? Shit, cool, man.
With the bunny
He must have
I'm talking straight. Yeah, you turn it off.
Because look, I got no indication that he was asking me that. He must have sued you.
Yeah, I did. But bottom line is this, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that we got to talk like men. I'm glad that, you know, other people got to see it. Other people got to see that we grown. You know what I'm saying? The war report is something that should be celebrated. You know what I'm saying? You got to hear our side of the story. We got to hear your side of the story. And sometimes, you know, speaking in public is the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just speaking, just so everyone can hear us. Because like you said, we speak to each other all the time. We speak to each other off when the cameras is off. So sometimes it's cool to speak in front of the public, let the people hear us, let the people hear that, you know, you think a certain way, we think a certain way, but collectively, we're going to come together and celebrate this project, the war report, through a documentary. And after the documentary, hopefully it goes on into a movie. And it goes on to be bigger and better things. But, you know what I mean? I appreciate this talk. I don't care if we ain't always going to agree on everything. We've never agreed on everything since we've been friends. And that's not with just you. That's with Capone as well. Me and Capone don't have no peachy perfect relationship. We don't have no perfect relationship either. But at the end of the day, we brothers, and we got a camaraderie, whatever that shit is. And you know, the thing is, we all love the war report the same. We all love the war report the same. But we have to claim it. Me and Capone will be the suckerest niggas in the world if we sit on here and just say, yo, that is our child. It's our child. Now, it can be your stepchild.
Wait, hold on. Say that again. You and Capone be the suckerest niggas in the world.
I just said me and Capone will be. It's your stepchild, but it's me and Capone's child. If the war report needs a blood transfusion, it can only get that blood transfusion from me and Capone. Now we love.
Bro, you guess what? When the war report needed a blood transfusion, Capone couldn't give up no blood, so I gave up mine.
Yeah, you might have gave up your blood, but it still was our child.
Guess what? Hold on, wait. Guess what?
That was it's still our child. Its last name on the birth certificate says Santiago and Holly. It does not say. I forget your last name, my brother. It just says Santiago and Holly on his birth certificate.
That's a fact. That ain't no argument there. But everything on the birth certificate don't make it foundated though.
That's true. But this is ours. We claiming it. As two parents, both of their parents is alive. It's not like one of their parents is alive. We are claiming it. We claiming our children. The war report is ours. It's ours. You have to.
Look, I never denied the parents, but guess what? I'm the fucking uncle, nigga.
You something. You're definitely close.
You're immediate family.
We don't mind.
We don't give up blood too. And no, he can give up blood too. He can give up blood too. He can give up blood too.
Listen, you know what I'm saying?
He can give up blood.
He said,
too.
I'm part of the family.
Come on, Mike.
But we just gotta claim it. We just gotta claim. And listen, me and Pone, we would love to return the favor and get on your album, and we gonna claim your shit. We gonna get on your album called The Mets Hat.
Yo, look. If you get on 8 songs with me, guess what? It's our album.
Guess what? I get on 8 songs with you. It's still.
You get on 8 songs with me.
Yo, listen to me.
It's our album.
Do you got Jay Electronica album? Jay-Z is on every single song. It's still Jay Electronica album, my brother. Let it go.
You killed me with that one.
Shots fired.
Let it go. Yo, love y'all, man. Yo, this is a great talk.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Like, seriously, right? You can honestly sit there and say that I don't have no type of claim in the war report?
No one said that.
No one said that. Like, why you keep saying that? Like, nobody said that at all. Nobody said that at all.
You are saying that. That's what you're saying.
Listen, you can say the architect with Capone Noreaga. Like, just you know what? I'm not saying that. What? We're not saying anything you're doing is wrong.
Listen,
right? We're not.
That's not even a righteous gripe to me.
Listen, we're not saying that you can't rep the war report. Like, you can't say nothing. We're like you saying like we're trying to erase you from the history. Nah.
Well, what I'm saying is this.
Like But you're
what
saying
I'm saying
I
is
don't have
this.
no plan.
What I'm saying is this. It's already known, established that it's Capone and Noreaga, right? But
But
off
you're
the
trying to
war
get the
report,
world
the
to
first album.
defer to think that it was Capone and
Oh, wait, hold on. I heard you. Hold on.
Come
Off
on,
the
let's
war
go.
report, off the war report, the first album, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't as if you even had the lane to even be in the album the way you should have.
But that's
right?
noticed. Like that's it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
It's still
Because
his
you
album.
Can't say that. That's crazy.
All right, who's the artist's name on the album?
What?
Who's the artist's name on the title album? What's the name on the album? What's the name on the album?
The group on the album is that's obvious.
Listen, you going into technicality. We playing ball. We ain't trying to know what's going on in the locker room,
That's
baby.
not the point, my nigga. The point is the fact that even as a group, to put that.
But you're saying they should change our name now? So now they should be Capone Noreaga and trash. To make it right.
No.
To make it right. So
Nah.
that's what you feel.
We don't need to. We don't need to do that to make it right.
Like it should have been Capone. It should have been Capone. Nah, because it's like
if that's what.
It's like what I'm saying. If that's what going into all the specifics.
Hold on, wait.
Look, instead
if
of
that's
going
what
into
I
all
was
the
looking, if that's. Oh wait, hold on, bro. If that's what I was looking towards, I would make that known. That's not what I'm looking. That's not what I was looking towards.
That's what I'm telling you. Listen. The whole thing I'm saying is like you're still taking something so small and saying we didn't want you to have. You still can't rep the word for, or you still can't say this and that. You can say whatever you want about it. Do whatever you want, long as you include us.
All right,
like,
so
long as you include us, like even with something little as the architect, even with the pioneer, even with the half creator, whatever comes with what you saying.
One of the architects.
It's all love, baby. It's nothing we're trying to take away from you. Just say with my brothers. CNN, that's it.
Because
That's
when
it.
you
It
say
ain't
that statement
nothing.
without
It ain't
us, it makes
nothing.
it look like you did it without us.
It ain't nothing.
It makes it look like you did it without us.
Like every time we talk about the war report, we
Hold on,
include
first of
you.
all, right? Hold on, first of all, right? I never said, right, that you weren't an architect. Pone, I never said you weren't an architect. No, I never said that. If I say I'm an architect to the war report, it's a fact. I am. I am an architect to the war report.
You can say one of the architects, or
That's a
like,
better statement.
Like
One of
at
the
the
architects.
end of the day, right? Ghost was on the same amount of records. He never came out and said he's the architect of the purple tape. For what? People know he was on there.
But
People know his contribution, but they don't know what's going on in the studio.
Yeah, and he was the major contributor
He's
on
trying
that
to make
project.
people realize what's going on in the studio and take away from our brand. Like it was not like that.
A lot of people on here. I didn't realize that.
Like,
I am part of that brand. Motherfucker,
I
I'm
said
part
that
of that brand.
9 times.
Huh?
We said that 9 times. I said it 9 times. Nigga, you are part of the brand. That's what's so amazing.
Wait. All right, hold on, wait.
But you're part of the brand. Like,
look,
you can't.
as part of,
if you
as
help
part of the
build the
brand,
Masons, I'm gonna go back.
as part of the brand, first of all, when I name my album Still Reporting, right? When I name my album Still Reporting, I'm like, yo, I'm still reporting. Regardless of what, I'm still reporting. I'm gonna keep reporting regardless of what. Even though,
but if you wasn't on the album,
let me say something. Even though I'm not part of that particular, even though I may not be a part of that or active part of that motion over there, I'm still reporting. I'm not saying, oh, yo, this is War Report.
I'm
not saying, yo, this is War Report 2. This ain't War Report 2. This ain't fucking War Report 3. This ain't fucking War Report point fucking 1.5.
Look, so Rapper Noy could have came out with Still Infamous after he got on the Infamous album. He was on a lot of songs on the album. Like,
you know why? Wait.
He was there for
you know
every
why?
studio session. He was there for every studio session.
That's them niggas shit. Yo, first of all, fuck that.
No,
That's them niggas situation, right?
No, what I'm saying is, though, I'm
That's
talking
them
about
niggas situation. And our situation was more complicated than that.
I know, but
our situation was more complicated than that.
But you're taking it to like to deeper
Mr.
issues
Rapper
where
Noy.
that shit is like, you gotta understand. I just said the same thing about Ray and Ghost, so don't take it so like
Ray and Ghost.
nah.
But
I'll give you an example.
Even Ray and Ghost scenario is different. Even Ray and Ghost
You know
scenario is
that.
different though. Them niggas scenario is different. They went. Look, hold on. They went into that project with Raekwon with an understanding that this is what we're going to do.
How you know
going
that?
to ride with you. It's obvious. It's obvious. It's obvious when you look and listen to the project. It's obvious when you look and listen to the project and you even look at the imagery. The imagery on the cover, right? If it was just Raekwon, right? Or supposed to be just Raekwon, to me, that was more or less a manipulation and branding. And they went in with a certain understanding. When we went in and do that album, right? We went in with the understanding that you and Son would do the album. But that changed when you got taken out the equation. And that's the part
that's
I
duly
want
noted.
to be understood.
But that's duly
So therefore,
noted. Like,
if you got taken out the equation, I became a different piece in that puzzle, a different part in that whole fucking motion. I became a different piece in there.
You
Nigga, when we
became
set out to do
one
that
of
project,
you know what you did? You became one of the architects, not the architect, my brother. That's what you became, my brother. Come on.
Respectfully, my brother.
Like,
Respectfully,
that's
my
what
brother.
you became,
Look,
bro.
realistically, you didn't even
Because, like,
have
you trying to take credit,
have the space to really be an architect. You didn't have the space to really be an architect. That's not to say you wouldn't have, but you
you
son,
taking
that's
this
real.
shit too deep, bro. You taking this shit too deep, bro. Like, you tripping. Like, you tripping, bro. Like, listen, my nigga, listen, check it out, right?
I'm not
all
taking
we
it too
saying
deep,
is one thing, my nigga. Like, listen, man. All we saying is, bro, listen, it's all love, right? You can say whatever you want. Whatever the fuck you want, you can say. But if it's pertaining to the war report, just be one of the pioneers to it. Not just when you want to say like you pioneered it. It ain't about you writing nobody's shit no more, none of that shit. Because we know you ain't writing nobody's shit. You know,
guess what?
it's all love.
It was never about me writing nobody's shit.
I know, but that's
didn't
what I'm
write
saying.
nobody's
It ain't about none of that shit.
it was never
this
about
was
that. I don't give
for us to build and say, yo, my nigga, explain this. Let us know this. We let you know this. You talking about shit that's just like irrelevant as far as the piece we're trying to explain to you, to get across to you, so you won't feel the way you feel. That was it.
No, but see, look.
It.
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It shouldn't be irrelevant. It shouldn't be irrelevant. But it's irrelevant to you the same way you feel. Yo.
No, what I'm saying is, it's simple. Like, it's all the back and forth for one motherfucking misunderstanding, for one thing that you didn't understand. You thinking we were saying you wrote our shit, or the people saying you wrote our shit. You thinking that we saying you are not a fucking pioneer of, or a grandfather, or a fucking executive producer, or whatever. We giving you all the praise, bro. You're taking the
and at
negative
the same time,
out of it. Instead of saying,
look,
yo,
look,
my niggas,
nah.
you right.
Look.
Good
Love is
looking.
love, bro. Love is love. And at the same time, I'm not saying you're a stepchild. I'm not saying you are a stepchild. I'm not saying Nori was a fucking cousin. What I'm saying is,
no, he's a drunk uncle.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know, pardon me. Not a funny nigga. You know what I mean?
Yo, you can hear me?
Yep.
Yes, I hate you, champ.
Yeah, my thing is this, right? I'm not saying I'm taking it like out of the orbit or none of that. What I'm saying is, I'm letting it be known that I don't see no motherfucking problem with me naming that album Still Boring. I don't.
But you got
That's you know what? You're entirely right to your opinion, my brother.
And we're entirely
right. And we're entirely right to our opinion, because we could go back and forth about this all day. But as long as that opinion is still opinionated, that means that you probably are releasing a book. I think Trash releasing a War Report book, man. On the low.
Yo, nah. You know what though?
Monty, man.
Look.
Jesus,
Look.
Man, it's love.
Look.
That shit is love.
Look. Hold on, wait.
Love.
I'm not releasing a War Report book, nigga. You know why? Nah, look. You know why? We spoke about that 3-4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. True.
Yeah.
Hold on, look. Let's keep it all the way Greenberry. We spoke about that. Yeah, let's all the facts. We spoke about that 3 or 4 years ago, right? And the reason why I wouldn't put out a War Report book is because we spoke on it like men, like brothers, right? And I understood the point there, right? So therefore, if I agree to it with understanding, I'm not gonna do that. That should say everything right there.
And that's all we're basically saying is like, yo, it's just like
that nigga's trying to
gang
up on me, man.
Nah.
Fuck that, man.
That's what
That nigga's trying to get up on me. Fuck that.
Why you getting so fucking heated, nigga? You from 41st side of Vernon, nigga. I ain't know you to get thick, thin skin, nigga. Fuck is you talking about trying to gang up on you, nigga? Nigga, we love you, nigga. I love you, nigga. You crazy? If I could see right now, attack your jaw, nigga. You trying to gang up on you, nigga. That's why I called Capone Noreaga in the group, nigga. We love you, Trash.
I'm changing that name. I'm changing that shit. I'm changing that shit to CNT, nigga. Fuck.
This shit is not that deep, man.
It's gonna be called CNT, man.
You taking us to court? We switching the name?
No, nah. We can't go to court, man. Yo, I'm changing that shit to CNT. Right. Nigga, catch me, nigga. I'm changing it to CNT.
Catch you outside, nigga.
Fuck, guys.
Yo, listen, man.
Crazy.
Like I said, that good talk.
Yo, wait, all right.
Yeah.
But I want to say this. It was an enlightening conversation. It needed to happen. I just thought it would have happened. I just thought it would have happened one of the other days we was on the phone, opposed to, I didn't know y'all felt like this for, y'all. I didn't know that was a 20-year thing, man. So part of me, hold on, let me say this. Part of me being a little passionate about it, you know what I mean? Because if you say y'all was going through that for 20 years, I'm passionate about letting it be known that I'm not trying to take nothing from my peoples, right? But don't try to take nothing from me.
We ain't trying to take nothing from you. I think it's evident if anybody listens to.
I think I just explained everything, man. That we did. I did. So I think.
I love you, bro.
I think you just mad because I grazed you yesterday. I think you just mad because I grazed you.
That shit was light, nigga. I'm a bridge boy. That's light. You shouldn't have grazed me. That was a mistake.
Oh shit.
I don't know what's in the Queensbridge history is going on right now. I don't know what's going on.
You know enough. You're enough, nigga. You know enough.
Yo, but listen. This is a great talk. I'm glad you got to know our side as grown men. I'm glad we got to know your side as a grown man. I'm glad that we could get down and get this documentary knocked out and and just show people that, you know what, sometimes you can have a disagreement, but if the respect is there, then the relationships can always remain intact. You know what I'm saying? One thing for sure.
And that's, you know what? That ain't gonna change. Even when I'm the architect to the documentary.
The architect to the documentary.
Oh look, with Capone Noreaga.
Here we go.
Fuck out.
All right, man. I love everybody. I hope everybody was entertained. Word. I had a ball.
You want to open it up for some questions?
Yeah, I got.
Hold on. Remember, Jay-Z is on every Jay Electronica album, but it's still Jay Electronica album.
Why?
Leave it at that.
Why are you going back and forth with this, Anno? I thought we
That's my palm. That was my palm.
Oh shit.
Yo, guys.
Yo, we're gonna open it up for some questions.
I got about two questions. I got about 2 or 3 questions I could go. Go ahead. Let's go.
Yo, Pooh. I got 2 questions, Pooh.
One question.
All right, one question. Since all of your OGs, I want to make sure that I'm celebrating 420 right. So I want to try to check this out and tell me if I'm celebrating 420 right or I'm not doing it the right way.
What the fuck?
You're doing it the right way.
Cookies right here.
You're doing it the right way.
You definitely celebrating 420 correct.
Yeah, right. Yo, man,
Shampoo, I got a question. I got a question. I got a question. I got a real question. I got a real question.
I smoked it right for 420.
Tito.
Yo, trash.
Oh, shit.
Where Trash did he go?
A little bit, no.
You can hear me?
Yo.
Can you hear me?
On my Instagram.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yo,
question for Nori. Yo, Quilate, hold on.
Yeah, I got a question for Trash.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Hold on, Tito. Hold on. Master Ace, go ahead.
Unreleased verse. Will we ever hear?
Sonic.
Yo.
Question. I got a question.
Hold on, Sonny. Hold on. Let Master Ace go first. Hold on. Master Ace won't. Go ahead, Master Ace.
Yo, wait, hold on. That's Master Ace?
Yeah.
Yo, peace, beloved. Yo,
Master Ace, go ahead. You got the floor. He was there.
Yo, I got a question for Nori.
Go ahead.
Yo, Nori, man. I was in Tryon when you was talking about Mayon. Who is that? I was looking for him all around the facility, man.
Tryon, little Bion. I said Bion. Tryon, little Bion.
I was there with him. I was there that year. I was in Birchwood.
Tryon.
Your opponent's there for our legend.
Bion.
Harlem Valley's greatest, man.
Exactly. Big up to my man Anthony Jamel Simon. Big up to Duke Payton that was on here earlier. Carlos Maldonado. Kevin Richardson, Yusuf Salam, Ting Bing, Odyssey Rivera.
I was in the Valley. I was in Tryon when you made that
track.
Yo,
bless up, N.O. Yo, Poem, bless up, man. I'm heading out of your shampoo. Bless up, man.
Bless up, Buck.
All right, peace.
Buck, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna get at you, Buck.
Hit me, man. I got a question. Number in your inbox on IG.
All right.
All right.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Yes, champ.
Who got a question?
Who you wanna ask?
Go ahead.
I got one.
Yeah, we ready.
In the track bang
bang. Yo, Paul, you coming in chopped up.
Huh?
Yo, Paul, you coming in chopped up.
The unreleased verse. Will we ever get to hear the unreleased verse from Foxy?
Hell no. I'm cool with Little Kim. I'm cool with D-Rock. And I get good checks from Puff Daddy. I'm going to stay the fuck out of that.
Yo, who is that lady on Closer, man? Who is that on Closer?
On Closer, I have no idea.
Who's that on the hook? You don't know
I have no idea.
Yo, I got a question.
I think you meant Closer, but trash.
That's trash. Who's the architect?
There's a question.
Who's that on Closer?
Yo, Trash, I got a question, Trash. Yo, so you didn't link back up with CNN until the Lessons album. What were your thoughts on the follow-ups to the War Report? You know, with the reunion and including the War Report 2, Channel 10, all the follow-up albums that CNN had, because you didn't get involved until Lessons. I think you weren't on any other project other than Lessons of CNN projects.
Good question.
What was my opinion on the projects after the War Report?
Yes, sir.
I thought the reunion was a better album.
Better album than the War Report?
No. You said after the War Report.
Oh, okay.
Wait. So I'm clear. You said after the War Report, which was the initial album.
Yeah. Yep.
And you said what was my opinion on War Report 2 and the reunion album? My opinion
and just all the
after
albums
War
in general.
Report,
Let me answer, man.
I just told you. To me, the reunion album was a better body of work. That's not to say that's not to say War Report 2 didn't have some bangers on it, but to me, the reunion collectively as a body of work was a better album than War Report 2.
And did you feel any kind of way about the War Report 2? About them naming it the War Report 2?
Hell no. Nah, I didn't feel no way about it. And that's me just keeping it green all the way. Like, I didn't feel no way about it. I can't say I ain't feel no way about it. What I felt about it, I didn't feel that fire from them as I did from the reunion. And you gotta understand, like, I'm looking at it from a different perspective. If I'm part of the first initial album, I know what both of them got in them. No freaky. You know what I'm saying? I know what they got in them. So when I heard the reunion, I was like, all right, that's it right there.
Here's a question.
Okay, I got one more left. Come on,
Well,
Paul.
all right, here's a main question.
I got a question.
I used to work at Penalty Recordings.
Right. How come Charlamagne's never acknowledged, Nori?
Oh,
Martin Moore.
Why you saying me? Like, nigga, ask the architect. Ask the architect. Charlamagne. Who called you, Charlamagne?
Listen,
did Trash call you? So don't say because I'm supposed to be the big artist.
Listen,
where's Trash and Capone on this?
Hey, Charlamagne, I be picking you up.
Nope, nobody.
Come on.
That's my name, man.
So I be picking you up.
Talk about the seat of God, nigga. I'm never mentioned.
Along with Martin Moore.
No, Martin Moore.
I like how that shit is. I like how that's alley-oop to the architect. But guess what? The architect, right, can't rightfully answer that without the other architects.
Charlamagne, good to see you, man. I even recognize you with all that on the beard. Yo, what joints you did on the joint? You did halfway dubs, right, Charlamagne?
Yo, you don't even remember the joints he did? That's my fucking album, nigga.
Only 22 years. It's only 22 years.
I did the song when you was like kind of going at Prodigy. What was that joint? Halfway Thug. And then I did the joint that never saw the light of day. That nigga's bit. This shit was banging. Married to Marijuana. Woo! That joint crazy, B. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I love that record, man.
I got a question.
Just so you know, me and the architects respect you. Okay? All the art, we love you, brother. You was a part of the beginning, brother. That's the fact.
The first track is
Marijuana.
Charlamagne.
Peace, Trash.
The other architect,
Yeah, shit breaking up.
I confirm that too. I definitely respect it.
Yeah, man. Trash, I rock with you long after that. You know that. So that's not even a problem. Yo, Nori, I even did what's them joints? Maze and Mussolini for you. I did some tracks.
I remember.
Yeah, man.
I remember.
Real shit.
They was on Epic at the time.
Yeah, man.
Yo, peace.
Was Martin Moore part of the whole? Is Martin Moore part of this? Because no one ever mentions him.
Well, wait, hold on. Let me see who I'm talking
Corey handle that one.
I got this.
This is Ray. Listen, this is Ray. When I used to work at Penalty with Neil Levine, right? Martin Moore was the A&R of the project. Right? So
Well, Martin Moore was the A&R for Penalty. He was the A&R for Penalty. Actually, on the contract, I believe it actually says Traj was the A&R. You know what I'm saying? Martin was simply there. I could be wrong, but Martin was simply there because he was the person that was working at Penalty, and he was just pretty much the only person that I knew in the music business, you know what I'm saying, other than Traj, you know what I'm saying? Traj is my brother, but since I knew Traj would always disappear at times, like for 2 weeks at a time, where I couldn't, like, ask for advice or getting, the only other person that I had to talk to was Martin Moore. So hence, that's why Martin Moore became more part of it. Like when Pone went away and I couldn't contact Traj, that would be the person that would handle the business for me, was Martin Moore. You know what I mean?
Peace.
That was his involvement.
Hold on. Let the other architect answer that too, right? Martin Moore was a representative for Penalty. Therefore, he was the liaison between the artist and or group and label. That's what Martin Moore represented Penalty.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He represented Penalty.
Here's something even crazier. Martin Moore came to the office one day, beat the fuck up. What happened with that?
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, I'm gonna say nothing about that one.
I never heard that one.
Yo, he came back from
Stop snitching.
Not snitching. I just want to know.
But as far as Nori not being able to contact me or me disappearing, right? The only time really me and Nori really ever lost contact was after, we had a how can I say, we changed directions. Prior to that, me and Nori had a great line of communication.
And we do now too. You know
Yo, Traj, peace, yo, it's Relentless, man. What up? So I had a question. I'm from
You got mad bass in your voice, Relentless. You got mad bass in your voice. Yo, Traj.
Yeah. That's Traj knows. But yo, check it out. I'm from the Boston area, right? Lynn, Mass and shit. And I had a question for y'all. When y'all were coming up with like the war report and coming up like this way, were y'all messing with certain artists like in Boston, like not like the Ed OGs and maybe like the Made Men, but other artists like that? And what type of you guys have any situations here? Because a lot of artists that were coming up here around that time were getting into like situations with heads from Boston.
Well, so I wasn't messing with no artist from Boston back then, but I got an artist from Boston right now. He's one of my close friends. His name is City Boy D. City Boy D. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jerks and everybody in Boston.
Y'all know Rex and shit, right? Rex and all them, yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure, but I know City Boy D. I'm not sure who he hangs with, but that's more of my family than it is my artist. But the minute he gets serious about, going high time and working, and I'm gonna have his back, you know what I'm saying? But so big up to City Boy D just in case, you know what I'm saying? Look out for him, you know what I mean? Look out for Young Really, look out for a couple of other projects that we doing and we got put together, man. But yo, big you up, Relentless, big up Charlamagne, big up everybody, man. Yo, I had a great time. Traj, man, thank you for taking the time. Pone, thank you for being all of us for entertaining the people. We did a great. Hopefully people got educated. Hopefully people got educated and people understand that, you know what I mean, how important this album means for all three architects, for all three entities. And because you can see things got emotional, a little bit of argument, a little bit of speckles, but we worked it out as men, and we're gonna give y'all one of the craziest documentaries, man. We don't know what we're gonna call it. We might have to call it the Three Architects. I'm not sure, but we're gonna do something, man. Yo, thank y'all very much.
All right,
time out. All right, one love.
Salute. Good look, Shampoo.
No doubt. Y'all got in. Yes, sir.
Salute, Shampoo.
Phone still on?
Appreciate it, Shampoo. Appreciate it.
Any questions?
Can I put CNT on this?
Ooh, what's that? You gotta turn the bottle around.
Hand sanitizer. We can get money right now, bro.
Oh, you got it?
CNT. I'm cutting all the architects in, bro. Everybody's included in this one.
Let's cut them all in.
That's it. Everybody's in, bro. Let me in. That's it. I want to be an architect too.
Yes, sir. Now I think they're
Traj, peace.
Everybody, everybody home and shit.
DV, what up?
What up? Burn it down.
Shampoo, this was
plaques
dope.
you
What
have?
you put
Big,
together,
big.
bro.
Plaques you have back there, Shampoo?
What up, Christ?
What's
Shampoo,
up,
what plaques you have back there?
Yeah.
What plaques you have?
I got a bunch.
Man, you left my page.
I like 12 of them.
Shampoo, good looking, my dude. Big Rod, what up?
Yeah.
Gotta connect, DB.
Yeah, we still here.
You got my math, son. My shit ain't changed. Still the
Once
same.
all this shit is over with, we're gonna get together.
Big facts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Christ, what's good, Christ? What's the word?
Hey, what up, Sham?
Chilling, God body.
Ain't nothing, man. You what's up with that project, man? You got a single out, right?
Yeah, I got a few singles out.
I know they flooding. I know they coming out heavy.
Yeah, man, I got a new one dropping on the 24th. Called No Turning Back, produced by African.
Oh shit!
Got a video for that shit too. We gonna be dropping. I'm gonna keep drumming, man. I got another joint dropping on the 8th. Me and Matthew Ragazino. I got a few joints. I'm gonna just keep dropping singles and shit. Then I'm gonna put an EP out and just drop another album.
Brother Joe Paul, you good?
What's up, Paul?
Yo, what up with it, B? We here, Pop.
Man, just
yo, Joe Paul, you've been having a lot of flat bottles, Pop. You've been having a lot of pocket bottles.
Shampoo, I'm out.
Yo, what up, Pop?
Gotta stay at home. Hope everyone's being safe. God.
Peace out, Shampoo. Thank you.
Peace, fellas. Thank you, everybody. Want to thank everybody, man. Thank you, everybody. Peace. We out of here.
All right.
This is what I do, you know.
Thanks, Shampoo.
Yo,
good looking Sham for the history.
Daniels is literally like your best friend.
Yep, yo, Alvin, I'm coming over there to smoke with you.
For sure.
Does the job.
All right, y'all. One love.
Born.
Cover, one love. Yo, mix that joint.